We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson is out there with Irving. Then it's Jefferson. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Ariza with the buckets.
Listen, guys, James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA. Arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Iman Shumpert. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. And James pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Thompson for the triple. Shot is no good. And Houston the other way now. In the corner, Harden, a 3-ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Rockets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Harden has a wide-open look. Here's Capella. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Irving attacking. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Harden kicks to Capella, kicks it out to Harden. And Houston again with the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Here's Beverly. Count that one.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Jefferson's shot is off.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
On the wing, Harden. Let's go. And Houston again with the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Out to Shumpert from deep three-point range. And it's Shumpert again missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Ariza passes to Beasley.
Defensively, giving up far too many open.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The Cavaliers trail by 10.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Now here's Beasley. Four on the clock. From the arc, LeBron grabs the miss. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Beasley out of Kansas State has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country, but now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, he's bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Irving drives in, shoots inside. That one rolling around and rims out.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple of years ago. Arrows seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
And for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stick. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here is Harden following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Beverly's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Shumpert. He has 7. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ariza. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Right side, Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Montezumas has checked in for Michael Beasley. Rockets leading by 15. Pass to Harden. Shoots from the corner. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Passes it to Capella. There's a screen by Montezumas. To the inside. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
Terrence Jones has checked in for Houston. Ellis comes in for Patrick Beverly. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Fry's checked in. They set the screen. LeBron dishes to Fry. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11.
That's a great start for him, hitting 75% from the field on 8 attempts. For those of you that are struggling with math, he's 6 of 8.
Kicks it to James. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Bank shot. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Ellis against Thompson. And that one's good, Ellis. And the Rockets lead by 19.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Al Harden following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can a ladder.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. And then for Cleveland, Smith comes in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Tristan Thompson. Williams with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by James.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by James.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Rockets leading by 17. Ellis, the pass to Motiejunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And Ellis with the block. But they'll get another chance. Nobody near Williams. And Jones pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's Smith missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets the bucket. Jones has got his first points of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Ellis can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 19. LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And Brewer kicks to Ellis. Down low and stolen by James. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Back to Smith. Right side, Irving. 6 to shoot. For 3. And the shot is good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got...
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings in.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's... a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williams up on top, guarded by Harden. Outside Shumpert. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 13 points for Iman Shumpert.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Thompson outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. It's nothing easy on the inside. He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
LeBron against Smith. It's stolen by Smith. Beasley outside. Beverly dishes to Harden. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Feeds it to Thompson. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Smith with a screen on Williams. From beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. Here's Capella. And finally they hit one. Capella's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's James. 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now the dish to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Good. Basket.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
It's Harden with the drive, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 19 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And here's Houston. They're on an 11-2 run. Williams against Beverly. Has to Beasley. Lets it go from the wing. And James pulls it down.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Harden. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's James missing.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
Harden the pass to Smith. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
And that one comes up a bit short.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Nice shot by Smith.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Williams up on top. Defended by Beverly. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeBron against Beasley. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Screen by Smith. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. A baseline J. He squares up and sinks it. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jefferson, a screen on Beasley. No good from LeBron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
To the paint. Jefferson's shot is off.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Smith wide open. He fires. Capella dishes to Smith. It's Beasley on the wing. Harden with it. He's picked up by James. Harden against Williams. The pass to Capella. Second shot opportunity. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Capella's got 11.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Jefferson gets the bucket. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Beverly kicks to Smith. Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's going to be a 3-second call. 3 seconds. And the Rockets making a change here. Montiunas has checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Jefferson. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Irving subbed in for Darren Williams. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Thompson against Harden. To the middle. It's hauled in by Frye. Frye's got his third rebound tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Smith. Reza comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Ellis in for James Harden. Brewer is checked in for Patrick Beverly.
First personal foul, third team foul. Checking in for your Rockets, Corey Brewer.
Now, here's Frye, covered by Montiunas. In the corner, Irving with it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. He kicks it to Shumpert. Shot is no good. And it's Houston the other way. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. Ariza no up. Cleveland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Smith outside. Irving against Jones. Irving drives in, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get, and he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Montiunas a screen on Shumpert. Brewer passes to Montiunas. Unloads from 13. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Smith kicks to Shumpert. Ellis against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets leading by 18. Ellis outside. Tries it from 19. That's good. Ellis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Here's Ariza. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Irving dishes to Frye. From beyond the arc and then some. Frye's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Cleveland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
1:07 left in the first half. Jones, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Ellis against Irving. And it's sent back by Irving. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Dishes it to Moniunas. He feeds it to Brewer. Here's Jones. And that one's good.
It's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Well, for Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him because I enjoy watching him play.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Smith for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Ellis. Ellis has got 5 assists tonight.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between.
Well, offense.
A dominating first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Puts up the baby hook, and Capella sends it back. Beverly up top. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 26 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Beverly against Irving. Puts it up from 12. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Capella's got 13 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Beverly against Irving. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Beverly against Irving. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference.
Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Harden right side. Shot off the pick. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. LeBron, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Ariza passes to Harden. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Deron Williams is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Well, and guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Shumpert dishes to LeBron. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective. Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
But they'll get another chance. Williams kicks to Shumpert. And a wide open look for Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
It's stolen by Ariza. Here's Beasley. Can't get it to go. Good D by James. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Harden left side. Latrey, good on the shot. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Shumpert passes to Jefferson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Beverly dishes to Smith. Shumpert with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Irving kicks to Williams. It's Jefferson high post. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's James. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 15.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Williams against Smith. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. And James with the basket on the assist by Williams.
For 3.
Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Williams against Harden. Screen by Smith. It's Harden with the drive. Flew off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Ellis is checked in for Patrick Beverley. LeBron passes to Fry. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Smith, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The kick out to Irving. There's the...
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Irving with the steal. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Monte Ellis.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 20 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Capella. Montejunas comes in for Josh Smith. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Michael Beasley. Jones, it's blocked. Fires from deep. And it's Irving missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Montejunas dishes to Brewer. The Rockets again can't hit. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
The feed to Montejunas. Houston moving the ball around. Kept alive. Another shot and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Smith with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They set the pick. Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13. Of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
On its way from Irving for 2, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing them out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
And so here is Houston. It's an 18-point lead. It's Harden with the drive, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Irving against Montejunas. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams, and Jones sends it back. Now here's Harden. He has 38 in the game. Ellis with it. Williams picks him up. And another three for Houston.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Irving kicks to James. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Houston making a switch. Ariza's checked in. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Derek Williams comes in for J.R. Smith. Brewer, the pass to Ellis. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He was intent on running the offense through Jones. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Ellis, that's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
James kicks to Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And it's Ellis penetrating. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Here's James, the kick out to Irving. Here's Thompson, outside Williams. On the wing, Irving. Back to Williams. Brewer with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Ariza. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Seems like he's lost his mojo offensively after that great first half.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Houston now. They're on a 16-6 run. Ellis against Irving, and it's Ellis penetrating, drops in the layup for 2. Ellis has got 13.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Rockets on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Kyle Korver. Jefferson is out there with Williams. And it's Smith. And it's McRae in at the point guard position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Snatched away. Now Cleveland moving it up. And here's Korver from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Korver's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. Now here's Terry. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Korver. Williams dishes to Korver. Down low. Cleveland moving it around. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
To the left wing. Terry outside. Inside, Smith out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Decker. James Harden, he's checked in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Derek Williams. LeBron comes in for J.R. Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Irving subbed in for McRae. Thompson with the bucket. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Irving against Beverley. He dishes it to Harden. Here's Capella. Got a hand on it. James wide open. Shumpert passes to Jefferson. Kicks it to Irving. From deep LeBron. Good. LeBron's got 26.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And that one's good. 40 points for James Harden.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The drive by Smith. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Offensive rebound.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thompson. It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Harden. Wants to get it to Beasley and does. Good. It's Harden with the assist. That time. Harden's got his 7th assist here tonight. Last season, the Pistons with a shocking move, waving Josh Smith. They bought him out, Clark. You saw that coming when it happened.
Yeah, in essence, Kevin, they paid him $40 million to go home or go away. I'm not sure how you rationalize that as a player, but he landed in a better spot in Houston.
He did. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And Josh Smith, best friends since their days playing together in high school, so happy to be reunited on the Rockets.
Goudelock's checked in for James Harden. Then for the Cavaliers. Oh! It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that. Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Smith with a screen on Korver. Here's Goudelock, guarded by Korver. Here's Smith. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the tip.
Okay,
guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Everly with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Outside Korver. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Goudelock. A beautiful reverse layup.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
That's good. And that's 28 points for Kyrie Irving.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Beverly against Irving. Smith with a screen on Irving. Poked loose. It's Beasley on the wing, guarded by Fry. No good from Beasley. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Williams kicks to LeBron. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's 31 points for LeBron.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And it's Beverly missing. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Irving kicks to Fry. Beverly against Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Fry slams it in.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Houston making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Smith. And it's Ellis in for Andrew Godlock. Then for the Cavaliers, Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for Fry. Shumpert comes in for Williams. And it's Tristan Thompson in for Kyle Korver. And that one's good, Ellis.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain him.
Irving drives in. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. Finished off the break. Ellis has got 11 in the second half.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Shumpert. And it's Korver in for Richard Jefferson.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Here's Beasley, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jones checked in for Capella. Montezumas comes in for Michael Beasley. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
What a game for LeBron. 11 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And taken away by Ellis. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Good on the shot. 12 points for Ariza.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Houston making some changes. Jones checked in for Capella. Smith comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Brewer in for Ellis.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Korver. LeBron outside. Feeds it to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. He even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Fry dishes to Korver. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
There's the pick. Beasley against LeBron. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Harden kicks to Beasley. Great D that time from LeBron.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Korver. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Channing Frye.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Irving against Beverly. Harden sets the pick for Beverly. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 6. Beasley with a screen on James. Ariza no up.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, It's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harden. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Irving against Beverly. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Houston.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Kicks it out to Harden. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Harden's got 44. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Cleveland foul call. Darren Williams. That's his second personal foul.
Free throw, good. Terry.
Jason Terry. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Terry. And here's Smith. From deep, nails it. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in.
The 2K Sports postgame.